Kamlesh D. Patel is the global guide of the Heartfulness way of meditation. Known to many as Daaji, his teachings reflect his knowledge of spiritual traditions and modern scientific research, combined with his own experience and discoveries. Daaji travels widely, extending his support to seekers worldwide. Now, let us listen to Daaji's thoughts about experiencing God.
God is not for sale. Do you believe in God? Many of us grow up believing in God. If you ask young children on the street, they'll say, "Yes, I believe there is a God." If you ask one of them why, she'll say, "Because my parents said so," or "because my grandmother says so." If you go to the grandmother and ask the same question, she'll say, "Of course God exists. How could you even ask such a question?" But you must ask yourself these questions. Actually, in many ways, an atheist is more honest. He does not believe because he has not had the experience. If you believe in God, what is your proof to back up this belief? Have you experienced the divine principle? Can you say with absolute confidence, "I believe because I've experienced God"? Without the backing of your own experience, this statement remains hollow and a meaningless adage. There's nothing wrong with blind belief, as it can guide us, but eventually, experience must be there to back it up. The belief or the hypothesis must be backed by personal experience. So how can we have this experience, and why do we want to have the experience? At the very essence, the purpose of all religions and spiritual practices, as well as scientific knowledge, is to raise our level of consciousness in order to realize the purpose of our existence. Intuitively, we know there is something beyond the physical world, and our worldly consciousness based on the experience of the five senses. We know it because every day we have a glimpse of something beyond. But how do we cultivate that consciousness of what is beyond? In one of his talks, Swami Vivekananda describes how we only use a fraction of our available consciousness. Scientists agree that even someone as creatively intelligent as Einstein might have only used a few percent. So imagine what heights we could reach if we were able to expand our level of consciousness to even 12 or 14%. Begs the question, what about the other 85%? With the help of heartfulness meditation with yogic transmission and the refining of our subtle bodies, we are able to expand our available consciousness to soar higher and higher into the infinite sky of superconsciousness and plunge deep into the ocean of subconsciousness. And in going deeper and deeper within ourselves, we experience God. Take it up as a scientific experiment. Start with the hypothesis that there is a source of divine light already present in my heart, and test it. You are the experiment. You are the experimenter, and your heart is the laboratory. See what you find when you observe and experience. As human beings, we have the capacity to experience this directly, with a heart to feel and a mind to observe. It is our birthright. Our duty to each other is to offer the experience to whoever is interested. As my guru Babuji once said when asked how much he charged for meditation, "I received this divine knowledge from my guru for free. Why should I charge anyone for it?" Our divinity is to be shared. Do not be fooled by anyone who sells yoga and God. God is not for sale. And if God were for sale, and you could afford to buy God, then why would you need God? All the best. Daaji.
We look forward to presenting Daaji's thoughts on relationships. To learn more about Heartfulness meditation, you can visit our website at heartfulness.org.